Still exploring the vast country, we began to trace the Great Rift Valley. Scattered along the Rift Valley are some of Africa's oldest and largest lakes, a welcome respite for a landlocked country.
This is Lake Chamo. It's the third largest lake here in Ethiopia. Let's see what wildlife lives here.
We ventured for a quiet boat ride across this beautiful, scenic lake. Families of hippos bathe in the water as herons nested on the shores. We started to reach a sandbar where we found the crocs basking in the sun.
Well, these Nile crocodiles look a little bit different from the ones we have in the Philippines. Whole family here. This guy's pretty big, huh? Look at his teeth. Jeez.
These guys are a very aggressive species, and their sharp, conical teeth can sink into any flesh with a grip that is impossible to get out of.
But they move so fast once they want to attack you. Here's a bunch of them, almost 10 of them here.
It's always nice to see animals in the wild, especially if you view them from a safe distance. But our boatman had other, more exciting ideas.
We have crocodiles in our country also.
How many meters?
Maybe 12 meters?
12 meters crocodile.
Biggest in the world.
We reached an embankment occupied by a huge flock of pelicans. I might have boasted a little too much about the largest crocodile found in our country, that our boatman decided he wanted to show me one of equally impressive size. Pretty soon, I was already following him down the crocodile-infested marsh.
When you know there are crocodiles, each driftwood looks like a croc. And when the water gets a little bit deeper, I get worried. I better stay here.
It was nice to see the pelicans up close, but soon we had to dig our toes on slippery mud and pelican dung. Oh look, here's an egg. But then he told me what kind of egg it was.
He said this is crocodile egg. Now I'm getting worried if the mother is here. I thought it was just a pelican egg.
We continued to walk on the thick mud, where running away fast is clearly out of the question.
Antelope over here.
Oh, antelopes come here.
Antelope,
Okay.
Crocodile attack.
Ah,
Left, right.
We saw some fresh tracks in the mud.
here's a crocodile mark going inside, and we didn't even see him earlier. So we're just crisscrossing paths here. Better go before the next one comes in.
We found our first croc on the other side of the banks.
See that crocodile with the mouth open? I'm not interested in going any closer. I'd rather look from... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Wow. Huge. Woo. Okay, better go the other direction.
But just as we turned, we found another one lying around.
Can't make any noise. Don't want to wake her up. Yes, we'll go closer. You're sure they don't have nests here? Because they get angry, right?
Yeah, it's not nest.
This is fantastic. Not Disneyland. This is Africa.
I continued to follow his lead. There was no turning back as he started to lead me into some tall reeds.
Well, as long as he's leading the way, ask me not to talk, make any noise.
Suddenly, something startles him. It was just a Goliath heron.
He thought it was a crocodile.
We reached a part of the bank where there seems to be a nest. And then, we found the big one we were looking for.
There's one big one right there. This is really getting me scared. You know, they can jump out of the water and just get us if they wanted to. This is like their nesting place. He wants me to go further. This is as brave as I can get.
I'm just glad to walk out of there in one piece.
Crocodiles everywhere.
That's time the crocodile they attack.
Well, we better stay away from the water.
Yeah.
This guy is crazy. And I'm even crazier for joining him. But what a magical place. And this afternoon just proves that adventures can happen anytime, if you just let it. Ethiopia is a country of incredibly diverse landscapes. In the southern highlands is the magnificent Bale mountain range. In the shadow of its mountains, domestic animals graze in the woodlands. Brooks bubble and birds dance. It was nature at its most enchanting. Deeper into the forest, massive trees shelter the endangered mountain nyala and its spiral horns, and Menelik's bushbuck, two species of antelope endemic to Ethiopia.
It's just nice seeing them in the wild.
But the centerpiece of the Bale Mountains is the bleak but beautiful landscape of the Saneti Plateau. With my guide Danny, we explored the vast alpine wilderness.
So Danny, you're saying how high are we at this point?
Yeah, we are now on the 4,200 meters.
That's why I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm getting disoriented.
Yeah, right,
And
yes.
these are springs,
Yeah.
natural spring lake.
5 big rivers has to started from here.
I see.
These alpine springs are very important in giving life to the lowlands. Although the plateau looks starkly uninhabited, it's actually teeming with life underneath.
Even if there is a lot of animal around here, this is the special place of the Ethiopian wolf. These wolves are, they has to get to a lot of rodents.
There are a lot of rodents here.
In 1 square kilometer, you have to find more than 10,000 rodents.
These rodents survive the cold and high altitudes by burrowing underground. With their great numbers, they are on top of the menu for the rare Ethiopian wolf. We drove around the plateau to find them. Hawks flew overhead, and vultures fought over a carcass. This is life at the bleak alpine moorland. Finally, a flash of orange. We found 2 of them patrolling the area. They're the size of a coyote, resemble a fox, but their DNA identifies them as a wolf species. This rare canine is now endangered, with only about 400 left in the wild. With its shiny red coat, it was a beautiful creature to behold. One you can only find in this part of the world. From this plateau, I went on to explore another region of the Bale Mountains, one of the largest untouched forests in Africa.
This is the Harena forest. All these trees are over a century old already. Very interesting how they have intertwined with one another.
The trees drip with moss and lichen, their long branches like arms calling one over to hear their age-old tales. As I walk among the enchanted trees, I look back on my journey through this land of amazing diversity. Ethiopia is like a living, breathing time capsule. A peek into the past, ancient yet enduring. A world apart yet strangely familiar. Because in many ways, visiting Ethiopia is like coming home. To the place where all of us began our story.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.